Hopefully things are going well for you. As for me, welcome to a video game classics. And boy oh boy, what are we going to talk about? Quality burp. But anyway, enough with the shenanigans and let's keep right on go. Oh my goodness. Enough with the shenanigans and let's keep right on going. Yeah, that's some weak ass burp. But anyway, let's keep right on going. Now, many of you guys know the Grand Theft Auto series. It's a popular franchise, but also this franchise would gain controversy for its setting and violence. However, when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto series, the game's storylines centers around people and criminal activities. So, yeah, when it comes to Grand Theft Auto, it becomes based on these little crime movies like The Italian Job and heist movies and all these other things. So, yeah, Grand Theft Auto is essentially a really, really big deal, as Rockstar would just put love and put inspiration from these movies into the games. And, of course, what do you get? You get a very interesting free-roam sandbox experience where you unlock more and more as you go through the main story. And, yeah. Grand Theft Auto has been pretty much controversial due to its amount of violence and settings. I think I already went through that. But enough with that shenanigans. There was a game that ended up defining the Grand Theft Auto series. It would gain more population than ever, and everybody would go insane for that game more than ever. And however, compared to Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, that game would garner way more hype. And pretty much. So what is that game? Well, here you go. That game is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, a game from the PlayStation 2 and Xbox days. The game would see releases on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, as PC users can check it out via Steam or the Rockstar launcher, but you know what, everybody's going to prefer Steam, so go knock yourself out and check it out on Steam. However, as a matter of fact, the game would be re-released even on iOS and Android. So yeah, on the go. San Andreas is the most favorited game in the Grand Theft Auto series, and of course, it's a huge multi-platform hit, and yeah, it was getting re-released on, from PlayStation 2 and Xbox, and you would see that on PC gamers got a hold of that, but however, as PlayStation 3 and 360 came in, oh hey, San Andreas just showed up and got ported over there. Oh, hey, and then PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Oh, hey, San Andreas got ported over there. Oh, hey, iOS and Android. Hey, San Andreas got ported onto there, on the go. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting world we live in. Alright, so when it came to San Andreas, and this leads to the reason why this game gets ported a lot, it's a very huge favorite in the Grand Theft Auto series. And of course, this game, and consequentially, this game would go on to inspire memes, mods on other games, and references. Now let's get right on going to the game's story. The story centers around CJ, aka Carl Johnson. He is forced to return to his home in response to his mother's murder. Things go downhill and, well, take a turn for the worse. CJ must find out what happened, what is going on, what can he do to get things going back to normal, and hopefully getting things going well for his old neighborhood, and also finding out a way out because CJ also manages to get caught in the middle of whatever is going on in Officer Tenpenny's mind. Yeah, things don't go so well for CJ. So yeah, imagine being CJ and having to essentially return to your old home after some shit you did, and you find out your mom's been murdered, and all of a sudden you're caught in the middle of some shenanigans with Officer Tenpenny, and then you're just, it just gets weird from on. It's just, there's a lot of strange events that keep happening from left and right, and it doesn't help when your friends decide to do some stupid decisions. Well, I'll reiterate that later. But really, on the bright side, you do gain a lot of new things, and you do learn new wonderful things, and yeah, there are some very interesting things when it comes to the gameplay. And, really, and yeah, we're going to segue all the way over to the gameplay. And boy, oh boy, there's like tons of new things to be discovered if I'm pretty much aware of it. But hey, it's a very long, very lengthy game with a huge map. Okay, not really huge, but huge map. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, huge map. But hey, Grand Theft Auto traditional gameplay, and you're gonna have to bring something new to the table, right? So let's go through the gameplay. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas provides you with intense missions. Alongside, you do have side quests. However, you can just go on a killing rampage or do whatever the hell you want. I mean, it's Grand Theft Auto. It's traditional Grand Theft Auto. I mean, come on. Remember to proceed with story missions in order to unlock more activities and features in the game. There are two big new things that made San Andreas stand out. First off, the stat system, where you can see CJ's physical form and traits change depending on his fat, strength, sex appeal, and etc. in the stats chart. And, yeah, so whether you're getting buff at the gym or replenishing health at the Cluck and Bell, you are presented with benefits and consequences. The second mechanic that ends up catching my attention was the gang turf mechanics. You can take over sectors of the map, and, of course, enemies will invade your sectors that you have already taken over, so you gotta defend your taken land from the invaders, of course. And the third is the companionship mechanics. For example, you can recruit NPCs into your army, as well as you are presented with the idea of getting a girlfriend in one of the later missions. Now, there is plenty to partake in, and of course, plenty to do in order to enjoy life in San Andreas. You get limitless fun as tradition in the Grand Theft Auto games. San Andreas definitely has a lot of why everybody flocks to San Andreas more than the previous installments. And yeah, it's just something about it. And really, to be honest with you here, thanks to the popularity and thanks for the huge amounts of popularity, Rockstar's like, okay, we gotta port San Andreas to the PlayStation 3 and 360. Okay, there's PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Okay, we'll bring that over to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we gotta bring GTA San Andreas. We can bring GTA San Andreas to iOS and Android. So yeah, that popularity is going crazy. You have the memes going down. You have the mods. You have people putting CJ and Zelda Breath of the Wild, and yeah, it's crazy. Welcome to the mods community. And that's freaking crazy. You know? It's fucking crazy. However, despite flaws, which I'll touch on that later, there is a lot of love put into Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and San Andreas stays strong, no matter what situation that puts the game into a dilemma. However, there is a lot of plenty of good. For example, the game's design of the environment is highly detailed, makes you want to explore more. Very interesting to look at. Wonderful environments. Despite maybe it may not have aged so well, but hey, San Andreas is just a brilliant map to just explore. And of course, the choice of music is fantastic and fitting with the game's theme. And of course, there are some hits that it's going to be familiar with everybody, as well as some new hits that people will start adding to their iPods pretty much later down the line, because it uses licensed tracks from real life, and also adds in just some quirky, hilarious shenanigans involving the radio DJs or the radio narrators of who you listen to on the radio. That is very interesting. It is very cool. And the story takes on like a very interesting blend of crime movies like Boys in the Hood and other films in that kind of area, with a bit of Candide by Voltaire. So, yeah, it takes on that very interesting blend. And the gameplay mechanics can be fun, despite needing to get used to them. You may need to get used to them, but as soon as you get used to them, you can enjoy these gameplay mechanics. And however, the comedy aspects of the game can pretty much stand out, and there is some hilarious funny moments in this game. But, however, I will have to go ahead and admit the game does have its issues. It does have a few... It can be frustrating for some people, but as long as you get the hang of it, as long as you figure things out from left and right, as long as you get the tango with things, you're good. And you're pretty much good. First, it's not really a flaw. You are getting... I'm going to warn you up ahead. You are getting yourself into reckless criminal gang activities. And, for example, you end up caught up in the middle of reckless moves done by your comrades, and you end up having to help your comrades out of a situation they got themselves in. And, yeah, the people you meet in the game, and even the main character, CJ, can make some very reckless and cocky and probably dumb decisions. However, it's not really a flaw in the game, considering the game structure and the theme. But here are the real problems of San Andreas. Now, the graphics are outdated. Yeah, they're outdated. Definitely. Not only that, but working with controls can be very frustrating for some, but as soon as you get the hang of them, things can pretty much go so well. However, the glitches in this game can be rarely detrimental, as I almost got screwed over in that one mission because of a situation and some clipping error going on. Yeah, I'm throwing around software and computer game terminologies. I know. However, the PC version is seriously riddled with issues. If you wish to play with a controller, good luck with binding the buttons on the controller. However, when it comes to keyboard and mouse controls, yeah, they are pleasant. But, however, you can adjust stuff if you feel the need to. Just go to your settings and just adjust the stuff. If you hate inverted mouse controls, undo the invert. If you hate steering with mouse, turn that off. And just, yeah, you just gotta have to work with the options if you do run into a few issues with it. Okay, so there's something. But, however, there is one big issue that I have, and it is with the special vehicle direction controls. For example, the lowrider. Oh my fucking goodness, was I fucking frustrated with the lowrider. What the fuck? Why weren't my moves not registering? You wanna know why? Because you have to essentially rebind the keys on the number pad because of the lowrider mission being a complete confusing pain in the ass, because the lowrider controls on the number pad are stupidly fucking inverted. It's like, yikes, for crying out loud. And also, the PC version is also plagued with crash and screen freeze bugs for some users. The issues of this game can be annoying and frustrating for some. Traditional consequences of sandbox or free roam games, I guess. However, despite all its flaws, San Andreas just comes out to be a really enjoyable game. A game that you want to play, whether you're playing it on the go on your iOS and Android, or you're just wanting to play it on a PlayStation 4, Xbox. Hey, what do you want? Yeah, let's go play games let's go play games on PC, or you can go play it on a console, or you could, right, I forgot, because when it comes to, here's the thing with PC ports and Grand Theft Auto. PC ports and Grand Theft Auto just don't seem to go so well with each other. I don't know, but it has its issues. But hey, there's more on the bright side when it comes to San Andreas. Is it flawed? Yes. Is it overrated? Yeah. But really, at the same time, it's a huge popular hit, and it well earned the respect and tributes. San Andreas is a game worth considering when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto series. This would be a game that would be ported to latest consoles and mobile devices that use iOS and Android. So, yeah, it's a hugely big, popular game. So, yeah, in the Grand Theft Auto series. San Andreas is a very interesting and fun game worth having in your library. This game is also the best way to get yourself started in the series.
It's a fantastic game with love put into it, and San Andreas continues to be strong despite some issues.
Alright, that's all for you guys for this video game classics, and I'll be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out.